What happened?
Get me off the camera right now.
Get you off the camera right now?
Yeah, I don't want to be on camera.
It's all right.
You can videotape her, I'll sue you.
You're gonna sue me? How are you gonna sue me? I just pull up here because these Pennsylvania State Police have these gentlemen pull over right here on 22nd Street. But now Mr. Don't Wanna Be on Camera said that he's gonna sue me because I'm recording. But see, this is the thing that I bet any money that if this guy was being beat up by this cop, he would be so glad for me to be here recording him, recording his being. That way I can be a witness to a violation. But since he's not being beaten, I bet you he's a bootlicker. See, these people that come up with these ideas of not being recorded in public, this is the people that the police do whatever the hell they want. The police do exactly what they want to do because they never want to be on video. And this is the female that came to the Walmart one time with Mr. Oscar. He thought that it was gonna be a good idea for him to call the cops because I was recording him at Walmart. And he was calling harassment and he was calling all kinds of things. But yeah, he was recording me before I started recording him. So as soon as I pull out my phone to record him, all of a sudden it was harassment. So this is the story of Mr. Oscar from Locust Street. And you guys can see the video where okay, what happened is that this guy, I was recording one time the scene of a fire on Locust Street, and this Mr. Oscar came and said that I didn't have the right to record. Anyway, the cops came and intervened and told him that I had the right to record. That was McGinnis from the Hazleton Police Department. Came and told him that I have the right to record. They just try not to engage with me. So that guy, Oscar, didn't like that. He didn't like that very much, that an officer told him that I have the right to record. So after that, I started seeing Oscar more and more often. And one time, I forgot about him because I didn't pay much attention to ignorance. So I forgot about him. And I don't bother. I didn't bother him. But one time I saw him at Walmart, and I crossed past him, and he decided to engage with me, asking me if I remember him. And I said, oh yeah, I remember you. But I thought he was gonna have a conversation with me. Instead, he started saying that all kinds of nonsense. And he said that, yeah, what happened if I record you? Of course, you're not gonna like me recording you. And I said, like, you can record anything you want, anything you want. And so he pulled out his phone and he started recording me. And he started saying, yeah, how you like that? How you like that now, huh? And I said, my friend, I have no problem with you recording me. You can do that. It's your First Amendment to record me if you want to. And so I guess he didn't like me not being mad for him to be recording me. So, and I said, like, yeah, we have the right to record. You know, as long as we're in public, you have the right to record anything you want. And so I pulled out my phone, and I said, like, exactly the same way you recorded me, I can record you. You know, and vice versa. So I pull out my phone. As soon as I pull out my phone, he started saying, "Oh, I don't want to be recorded." I said, "My friend, you're recording me right now." "Yeah, but I don't want to be recorded. You're going to put me on YouTube, on Facebook, and all these social media." And I said, "It's okay." Thank you for giving me a ticket. That's all you say?
She's doing a good job.
Yeah, he did a good job by taking your money.
I went through a stop sign.
Well, you better learn how to drive and stop at the stop signs. You too. I'm not getting a ticket. Yeah, thank you for giving me a ticket, officer. Thank you for giving me a ticket, Mr. Officer. Oh my fucking God. These people are so fucking ignorant. No wonder he didn't want to be recorded. Yeah, he ran a stop sign. Motherfucker, you fucking idiot. You just admitted on video of your violation. Remember, guys, and this is one thing that I always say, never admit guilt. You are innocent until proven guilty. Now, you just give up your right to fight in court because you admitted on video that you ran a stop sign. When you go to court, when you go to court, maybe somebody would have seen this video admitting running a stop sign. But your fight is over. Now you got to go to court and pay your ticket. Maybe if you remain silent and you didn't say anything about admitting anything, maybe you would have went to court. You would have fought the charges. You know, there's always a good chance that you're gonna beat a case in court if you don't admit guilt. But when you say, "Yeah, I run a stop sign, I deserve the ticket," that officer did a good job by pulling me over for me committing a violation, you idiot. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this story right here about Oscar, but he ended up calling the cops, and the cops came and told him he had the right to record. You know, all you can do is just stay quiet. You know, try to stay away from him. If you don't want to be recorded, just walk away. And this officer showed up, and she was actually nice, you know, to me. I'm not saying that she's a good officer, but she was nice to me. She didn't demand any ID. She didn't told me to stop recording or anything like that. I guess by me recording the cops for about 4 years now, they probably learned that, you know, I'm not going away. They tried to put me away. They put me in jail for 2.5 months. They gave me 7 felonies for doing what I just did. But I guess they're learning that I'm not going away unless they bring up some bogus charges like they did before, which I'm still fighting in court. But we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here recording in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. And as long as I'm around, whenever I'm around and I see a police traffic stop, an accident, or anything of that nature, I'm gonna stop and record. This is my duty to record, and this is my right to record. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. I'm here on North Vine Street and West 22nd Street in Hazel Township. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video.